Namaskar. Welcome back to the example number 12 for the event professional prospects. In the previous video, we had a detailed discussion on this example on a male chart who is used in IT. We had a detailed discussion on the, job changing period. The recently, which periods he got a change of periods, so that we discussed in detail. He had a stable job in one particular period for a long period, and after that he started having changes. So why that dasa is supportive and whereas the next dasa is not supportive for a stability, and why the one particular book the itself is having indicating changes for the job and all, we are going to discuss in this video with the help of the PILT table. How far the key planets are supportive in finding the period which are all supportive for the changes we are going to see in this video. Example number 12, timing of event, stable job and change of jobs. So we are going to study with the help of the PILT table in this video. Now let us examine the birth chart. This is the birth chart of that male native. Now we are going to check with the help of the PILT table. Let me take you to the house grouping, and with the help of the PILT table, we can find the destiny significations and also dasa bugdi periods supportive for changes and also stability. Now we are on the PILT page. Let me keep open the self significators, and so let us select KP check all. Now all the planners have been selected with the KP, EPS colors what we have assigned in the previous video. Before proceeding further to know the destiny, let us have a look at the self-signification of all planets. Look at Ketu is given. Ketu, Venus and Jupiter, they have given the pink shades, means they are having both support favorable and unfavorable, means change causing key planets. Ketu is having second occupant 1-9. So 1-9 is not bad. But second planet has got some weakness, that Venus is 2-7 occupying fifth house and eighth cuspal sublord. Second lord, seventh lord occupying fifth house, eighth sublord. So this is indicating this favorable 2 and 7 are there. But 5 and moving towards 8, it is indicating not stability. And the second planet Ketu is occupying second house 1-9-9. So it is indicating some weakness for the job prospects for instability. We can say this Venus is important planet for change causing key planets, Venus. So more than Ketu, Venus is unfavorable. And Jupiter. Jupiter is having 9th lord, 10th lord, 12th lord, occupying 11th house, 4 and 12 cuspal star lord, 5, 7 and 11. If you carefully study this, Jupiter is having both favorable and also unfavorable houses, but favorable on the higher side. 9th lord, 10th lord moving towards 5, 7, 11. It is supportive for change of job for the betterment, right? Because 5, 7 and 11, 9, 10, 12, 11, 4, 12, 5, 7, 11. It is, this planet is a supportive planet for change of job with for the betterment. So Venus is change causing key planet. Jupiter is also change causing key planet with betterment. So these two planets are strongly supportive for changes. And look at moon, it is fifth lord. It is supportive for change, right? But moving towards 7, 2, 2, 4, 12, they are all supportive for the fifth house matter. It is supportive for the Lagna, and also it can support for change of job, provided other levels are supportive. So when compared to Jupiter, Moon is fifth lord, but not supported by any other unfavorable. That way it is comparatively better. Still, being fifth lord, we need to be careful. And Mars is blue, 186, 311, and 9 sublords. Though it is 9 sublords, these are all favorable, 311, 9. And second planet, Rahu, is good K planet. So Mars is not that much weaker, right? It is indicating some weak, but not detrimental, but have got the Rahu as second planet is very good key planet. So Venus is strongly unfavorable with unfavorable significations, not detrimental, but supportive for change, and also important key planet is Jupiter. So Venus and Jupiter are the strong unfavorable key planet or favorable key planet for changes. And the moon, we can say the next planet. So it is supportive for change, right? So now what we have to do, we have to check the destiny. So we have to be careful when the pink trade planets are coming. So which is the destiny planet? 10th Lord is Jupiter, 10th sublord is Rahu. Let us check 10th Lord Jupiter. Jupiter is the 10th Lord planet. And look at the Jupiter. Jupiter is 10th Lord, is mixed key planet, star level, all are favorable. It's good. So 10th Lord also 5711. It is a good key planet for both favorable and change causing key planet, not unfavorable. Star level, sub level, all are favorable. Our houses are present. So our favorable key planets are present. So moreover, they are all forming ruler link also. They are all favorable. So that way it is good. And 10th cuspal sublord planet is which planet? Rahu. Rahu is the 10th sublord planet. 10th cuspal sublord. Rahu in the star of Mercury, and Mercury is playing role at the supports Rahu also there. And 12 level planet Mars is 18637 good. 9th sublord, that is not bad, representing Rahu, it is good. 12 level also good. So Mars is forming ruler link to the star level and 12 level. Sublord planet is Venus. So that is one, it is indicating some weakness. So sublord, star lord of the sublord, Venus, this planet is weak. And favorable key planet, Jupiter, sorry, Sun and Saturn are in supports. So mixed key planet, Jupiter is favorable and mixed one. So Jupiter also there. So because of that, Venus is getting the support of the Jupiter and Sun and Saturn. They are giving both favorable and also mixed significations to the Venus. So 10th Cuspal Sabla destiny planet is supported by favorable Rahu itself, strong favorable key planet, and Rahu is there in the star level also, and 12 level also, and other favorable key planet is Sun is present, and Saturn are present. They are all in supports. And of course, our Jupiter is a mixed key planet. On the favorable side, it is strong because very good grouping. So the unfavorable key planet or change causing key planet, or which are the planets are influencing the destiny planet for the changes? Absolutely, that is Venus. Venus is sublord planet. That Venus is making that destiny, I mean, some weakness given by the Venus. So supported by Ketu and Jupiter, right? So the other blue color planets also there in supports and to a level. So they are also adding some sort of weakness, but strong unfavorable key planet or change causing key planet is Venus. That is the unfavorable key planet for the stability for the destiny, right? Unfavorable key planet, we can say Venus. Please understand, unfavorable means it is not completely unfavorable, it is having weakness. So that is being as the sublord and star lord of the sublord, it is adding more value. So destiny we have studied, and favorable key planet we have studied, and mixed key planet we have studied, and unfavorable key planet Venus we have studied. Now what we have to do? I said, I mean, in the previous video, I was, talking about the particular period. In recent period, what are the periods he caused changes we have studied. In that, let us check the Ketu Dasa. Presently, he is running Venus Dasa. Before proceeding to that Ketu Dasa, let us check Ketu and Venus, which is favorable or which has got weakness. Unfavorable key planet of the destiny is Venus, right? So that Venus is playing role for Ketu as second planet, and sublord and star lord of the sublord are ruled by the Venus, right? And Venus is playing role at the planet level supports 12 sub star lord and 12 level. So Venus influence there for Ketu. So definitely unfavorable key planet of the Rahu is playing role as a ruler of sublord and star lord of the sublord, and also for other levels as supports. Okay, what about the favorable? Fortunately, Venus is not acting as the star lord for Ketu. Ketu in the star of moon, which is blue planet. Moon is fifth lord, but having got favorable grouping, and along with that, Moon has got Mars. Mars is also good houses it is having, and importantly, it is having Rahu because destiny is favorable key planet. Rahu is playing role at the star of the Moon in supports. Moon is getting the support of the Rahu. If you check that, natal chart, Moon in the sign of Mars conjoined with the Rahu. So Rahu influence is there on the Moon by way of supports, by way of conjunction. So that impact is going to be significant. So favorable key planet of the destiny is present for the star level planet in supports, Rahu. So that star-lord planet has got support of the Rahu, and 2A level planet is Jupiter. Jupiter is a mixed key planet, and Moon has got 5 and favorable also, and star-lord of the star-lord Jupiter is having both favorable and change-causing key planet. So look at Jupiter. Jupiter is having favorable 10, 11, 4, 7, and 11. Favorable also present. So that way, Moon and in the star of Jupiter, that Jupiter is favorable or supporting to the Moon's favorable, and meanwhile, Moon's unfavorable fifth lord is getting the support of the 9, 12, 12, 5 also by the star lord of Jupiter. So the Jupiter is supporting to the Moon on the both favorable and also some unfavorable for the changes. So favorable key planet Rahu is playing role at the star level in supports, and other favorable or mixed key planet Jupiter and the 2A level, furthermore supported by the Saturn and other planets in its supports. So that Ketu planet in the star of a planet which is supportive, right? Supported by the strong key planet Rahu and also Jupiter, a mixed key planet. So star level is comparatively better. Sub-level planet is not so good, right? Look at Venus. Venus at 3 levels are having only this mixed, unfavorable key planet. Venus is the one which is the unfavorable key planet for the destiny that itself is playing at all the levels from the source and effect, and a sublord is Jupiter. That Jupiter planet is acting as the sublord. Jupiter is a mixed key planet. So this Venus is having 5, 2, 7, 5, and 8, and supported by Jupiter at the result level, supportive for changes. So star level also weak, sub level is also plus and minus. That is forming roller link, Jupiter, 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 and favorable, of course, favorable also there. That is the one which is giving the strength to the Venus. So Venus has got 2 and 7 in the source. It is getting the support of the favorable Sun and Jupiter's favorable signification and Saturn's favorable. It is getting the support. And Jupiter is forming rodal link to the Venus. Venus favorable are supported by Jupiter's favorable, unfavorable are further supported by Jupiter's unfavorable. So when look at the Ketu and Venus, Venus has got the star level, all three levels, planet level, star level, and of course 2A and sub level. All levels are having some weakness. And because of that, this weakness is more than the Ketu. Venus only sub level there for the Ketu. But if in Venus itself, all levels, important levels are ruled by the unfavorable key planets and of course mixed key planet and the sublord. So here star level is comparatively better than the Venus. Because of that, Ketu is comparatively better than the Venus because Venus at all levels having weakness. So that we have to keep it in mind. Moreover, you can see the favorable key planet of the destiny. Rahu is playing role only at the last level, but Rahu is not playing role at the star level, planet level. That is one weakness. So that way that Ketu is comparator better than the Venus, that we have to keep it in mind. I think you are able to understand. So now in Ketu Dasa, which are the unfavorable key planets are supportive for, changes. in Ketu Dasa, which are the favorable key planet? Venus, right? Jupiter only at the 2A level. So it is not predominantly playing role, but Jupiter is there, but 2A level. Venus is the planet which is influencing all levels with a weakness. But favorable key planet is Moon is there, and other favorable key planets are Rahu are there, right? So favorable also there. And unfavorable key planet, which is making that Ketu, it can cause some changes, is Venus, right? So that Venus there. So we have to see that other unfavorable key planet supporting to the Venus is Jupiter, right? Supportive for change. In Ketu Dasa, which Buddhis are having the Venus in the important level, ruled by the Venus or influenced by the Venus strongly, and also by Jupiter, if it is there, definitely that planet will be strong enough to give the change, right? So in Ketu Dasa, which are the planets Buddhis can give the change? Look at the planets which are having the Venus in their rulers, especially in the star level, planet level, star level. That source effect is important. Result that are already given here by the Dasa. Dasa under the Dasa Lord, Venus is the result giving planet and influencing the star level also. That Bhukti should have this Venus important role in the source and effect level, then that Bhukti will be strong enough. If that case only the Venus is there, Venus at the planet level, star level, 2A level, and also that sub-level Jupiter itself is playing and also influenced by Venus, all the things we discussed. Any other planet, no sun, moon, no, yes, Rahu having that Venus at the sublord, but Venus is not passing ruler link to the other levels. It is there only in the result. So it means it is there in the result, but it is having some supporting key planet. So on the favorable side, so this will not be strong enough to change during its Bhukti. Bhukti Lord should be supportive with the unfavorable key planet Venus in the planet level and star level. So that way it is not there for Rahu. Jupiter, yes, Jupiter is having in the source only, but star level is not talking about the changes. Venus is role is not there for the Jupiter. So that way, Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury are having the Jupiter only in the planet star level and sub level. Role of Venus is not there. In that case, in Ketu Dasa, which is under the influence of the Venus, strong influence of Venus at all levels, rulers also. In Ketu Dasa, Venus Bugdi and Venus Antra itself, during that October 2011, he got the change of job happened during this period. So after that, since Venus is strong enough are the rulers for the changes, any other planet which can give better change or changes, we already discussed, no other planet is strong enough to give it. But look at the planet, because Bugdi Lord is talking about changes given by the supported by the Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet for change, for the betterment, also forming ruler link to the all the levels. So the planet which is having the Jupiter and also all other favorable key planets, that will support for the change, for the betterment in its subperiod. Bugdi Lord is weak. Antara Lord, if it is a good key planet with the, this Jupiter role, if it is there, along with that, all the favorable key planet, it will support for the change, because Jupiter is a change causing key planet. And the star level, sub level, you take Jupiter. Jupiter in the star lord, all are favorable, right? That Jupiter in the star of Rahu. Rahu is the one which is the strong, favorable key planet of the destiny, because that is the destiny key planet. So in that Ketu Dasa, Venus Bukti, that Jupiter Antra, when it is running, Jupiter is supporting the Venus for change, right? Supported by the star level, Rahu supported for change of job. And when Jupiter itself is acting as the Antara Lord, since it is star level and 2A level and sub level are having the favorable key planet, so that Jupiter is supportive for change, for a betterment. So during Ketu Dasa, Venus Bugdi and Jupiter Antra, during June 2012, he got a change, better job. Job was better during, because Jupiter, in the, if you look at the rulers of the Jupiter by opening the EPS table, you can see that Jupiter is how far it is favorable. You can see all rulers are favorable, and all are having that other key planets in its supports. The star level, sub level are not having that Venus or Jupiter in the rulers. So only the planet is Jupiter. Fortunately, that Jupiter is not passing its ruler link to the other levels. Jupiter starting with the mixed ones, 2A level, sorry, star level, 2A level, sub level are favorable for the notable job prospects. So under Ketu Dasa, Venus Bhukti, Venus is influenced by the Jupiter by way of, sublord and also ruler link. So that during that Venus Bhukti, Jupiter has given the change of job for the betterment. Please understand, Venus is acting as the Bugdi Lord for the Ketu. Ketu is a better planet at the star level, and because star level having got favorable key planet, and 2A level also to support you to that supportive with the supportive signification along with the changes Jupiter, and sublord planet is having some weakness. So in that Ketu Dasa, Venus Bugdi, when it is running, it is eligible to give change of job. Under that, when Jupiter, Antra Lord, which is having key planet of the Bugdi Lord as the planet itself, and all levels are favorable, it can favor for the change of job with a betterment. Please understand, when Moon is, Jupiter is having that star lord for Moon, Saturn star lord Jupiter, and sublord planet for Mercury, they will not give the any better changes. You understand? Because Bugdi Lord already having that weakness, so that change causing key planet, if it is acting as the star lord, it will not favor. Here also it will not favor. Here also it will not favor. Only the planet level, when all levels are favorable under that weak Bugdi, that Jupiter is supportive for change of job in a better, for a better position in its antra. So Ketu Dasa, Venus Bugdi, Jupiter Antra is favorable for a change of job with a better job, right? Since Ketu is good, Venus could give a better change in Jupiter Antra. After that Ketu, Venus Bugdi over, no other Bugdi have supported for the change of job under the Ketu, already said, because Venus is the important planet, is influencing the Ketu. That Venus is not playing role for all levels at this, all planets at the star level importantly because of that, but other are having favorable key planets. So that is the reason in Ketu Dasa, Venus book the Jupiter got a better change. After that, there's no change of job till that Ketu Dasa was over. After that, Venus Dasa started. Now Venus Dasa. As I said, Venus has got weakness. When compared to Ketu, Venus is having weakness is more. Instability is more, right? So under Ketu Dasa, Venus is acting as a Bugdi period has got some limitation. When Venus itself has got its own Dasa period, so because it is already having all weakness, but along with the supportive, the ruler's link also by the Jupiter, definitely during the Venus period, the unfavorable key planet, which are all influencing the Venus strongly, which are the unfavorable key planet, Venus itself and Jupiter, right? Jupiter is strong sublord and also forming ruler link to the all level planets. So Jupiter is the strong change causing key planet influencing the Venus. So Venus and Jupiter are strong, and all other favorable planets are Sun is present, and the Saturns are present, and Rahu also present. So these are the favorable key planet. Mars and Moon are at the last level. So these are the unfavorable key planet. These are the favorable key planets, right? And Mars and Moon are there at the last level. Okay. Now, when Dasa Lord itself is Venus, so which are the unfavorable key planets influencing Venus? As I said, Jupiter and Venus and Jupiter. So check the period planet which are all having this Venus or Jupiter in their primary levels, they will give the issue, right? Already we discussed Venus is there for star level planet only for Venus. No other planets are having the Venus in the star level. Look at that. Moon is having Jupiter in star law. Mars only at the 2A level. So that is weakness is less. Rahu is not having Jupiter. Jupiter itself. Then star lord of the star, sorry, that Saturn also Jupiter. And Mercury sublord is Jupiter. So now you can see the unfavorable key planet as a ruler and influencing all levels that of the Dasa Lord Venus is Jupiter. Jupiter is not unfavorable strongly. Jupiter is having mixed significations, but Venus, the Lord, already influenced by the Jupiter, strongly playing role. This Jupiter is giving more signification on the unfavorable side to the Venus because Venus already having some weakness, right? Now, during that Venus Dasa, Moon Bugdi when it was running, definitely Venus Moon combination will give these changes. Some sort of changes definitely will give because why? Venus is influenced by Jupiter. That Jupiter is the star lord for Moon, and Moon itself is got fifth lord, right? Moon itself has got some weakness. Moon is influenced by the other unfavorable planet of the Dasa Lord. Venus is playing role here. Venus is playing role. So definitely Moon will support for definitely some changes during that Venus book Dasa, Moon book the. Remember in Ketu Dasa, after Venus Bhukti, I said in Moon Bhukti will not give any change because that moon is not having that unfavorable key planet of the Ketu. Venus is not playing role here. Venus is the strong planet which is influencing all level planets at the 12 sublord and star lord of the sublord and also forming ruler link to the Ketu. Moreover, Ketu is having good key planet, moon and supported by Rahu and the star levels. That way it is good. Now, under Ketu, Venus is the strong unfavorable key planet, which is already discussed. In Ketu, Venus got the changes. When Venus is itself is the solar when it is acting, not only Venus, the strong other unfavorable key planet is Jupiter, passing ruling to all levels. So Jupiter become the strong unfavorable key planet. Unfavorable means it can give changes, right? Then that Jupiter is acting for the moon as the star level. So definitely when moon is going to act, moon Karagatva, then moon signification combining with the Jupiter during this period, definitely the native will face some changes. The two fifth lord planet in the star of Jupiter 10, 10, 9, 10, 12, 4, 10, sorry, 9, 10, 12 and 11 and 4, 12 and 5, 7, 11, right? So it is having some mixed signification, favorable and some change causing key planet. So moon already influenced by the Venus, the Star Lord's key planet. Star Lord also it is indicating. So definitely this combination is not so good. Under the Venus, I am telling. Under Ketu, it is no. Because Ketu star level planet is moon, is a favorable K planet, also passing ruler link to the Ketu. That itself is acting as a Bugdilad and all others are favorable. And so that way, under Ketu, moon is not bad. Only Venus, under Venus, only moon is indicating weakness. Under moon period, which antra will give the change of job? You know that period in moon Bugdi, same Jupiter antra in Venus Bhukti, Jupiter Andhra got a very good job change, right? Because Ketu was supportive and already we discussed. When Venus is weak, Venus Moon also supportive for weakness. When under Moon, when Jupiter was running, you see under Moon Dasa, sorry, Moon Bhukti, Moon Antra, no problem. Mars Antra, no problem. Rahu Antra, no problem. But when Jupiter Antra, which is influencing the Bhukti Lord Moon, and also the Lord Venus as sublord, when Jupiter itself is playing, it is supportive for changes. He lost the job by the company. They said that some issue there. He has to leave the job. So in Moon Jupiter, he had the loss of job. That which period he got the loss of job in Venus Dasa Moon Bhukti Jupiter Antra. In April, he got the notification, and April, May in 2023. Can see from 2012 June to May 2023, there was no loss of job. Almost about 11 years he was working in the same company. So when Moon Jupiter, Venus, Moon, Jupiter, you can see the role of the Jupiter strongly playing role. When that Jupiter is playing, it has caused the loss of job because the combination is not good. Venus, Moon, and Jupiter. But since you can see the star level, all planets are supportive, so that is not going to be completely, not going to be unfavorable. So he applied for a new job, he got a new job also, but by the time the Saturn started, in Moon Bugdi, Saturn Antra, he got a new job. Saturn in the star of Jupiter. Jupiter is a mixed key planet. Saturn is a free planet. It's a good key planet because 11, 3, 8, and 1. It is not 10th lord. It is not 6th lord. It is not 5th lord. When these planet in the star of Jupiter, Jupiter is having 9, 10, 12. So these favorable will get the impact of the Jupiter or unfavorable join hands to the Jupiter, we can say. But here it is talking about 11th lord. So it is favorable to the Lagna, occupying third house, 8th star lord, and Lagna sublord is a green planet. That planet in the star of Jupiter, definitely that is going to give some weakness. But Saturn is forming rural link to the star level planet and favorable key planet, Rahu, Mercury are playing role, all are playing role at the supports also. So because of that, under the moon, Bugdi, which are the favorable key planets, which are supporting for the job? Obviously, Rahu present, star level Saturn is present, and Mercury. These are the three important key planets which are favorable. Along with that, our moon. Moon is the Bugdi Lord itself. It is a moderate planet. In the Saturn, you can see Saturn itself is playing role and passing ruling. Rahu, Mercury are playing, and the moon also is there in supports. So because of that, in Moon Bugdi, Saturn Antra, he got the job. But because of this weakness, Jupiter role is there in weakness, and also other unfavorable Kipling also playing role. Star level itself Jupiter, na? So it is not going to be stable. So though he joined the job in Saturn period, under the moon, the Jupiter is weak key planet also playing role at the important star level and also forming rodal link to the planet. So it was not stable. He was not happy with that. And he was looking for a new job. And again, he got a change of job in Moon Mercury. Mercury, in which period he got the change of job? It didn't just, he joined a company, then he was not happy, then applied for a job, new job. And in September 2023, in Mercury Antra, he got the change of job. If you look at the Mercury also, if you look at that, Mercury is fine, star level, Mars also not so good, blue planet. Sublord itself is Jupiter. So that Mercury is good and all levels are good, and Rahu also they are favorable key planets. And important key planet, that is the Bugdilad itself is playing role here. But still, since that weak key planet, that Jupiter, mixed key planet Jupiter is acting as a sublord, it is also not stable. So though he joined the job, because of the sublord, so he joined the job, but he's not stable. He was still is looking for a change of job. So it is instability. He joined the job in Mercury, but it is not going to be stable. He will not have the progress. Why such things are happening? Because of two things. Venus Dasa itself is weak and having mixed signification, and also under the influence of the Jupiter as a sublord also, and influencing the all the levels by of supports, unfavorable key planet Jupiter and Venus. That when the Dasa Lord itself is having such signification, and Bugdi Lord, whichever Bugdi Lords are having under the influence of Jupiter at the primary level, star level, and star level and sub level, definitely they will have the weakness. In that case, when Moon Bugdi itself is running, Moon itself has got some weakness. Moon in the star of Jupiter, that Jupiter itself is acting as the star lord and also influenced by the other unfavorable key planet Ketu. The star lord itself is the support planet. So it is definitely in Venus Dasa, Moon Bugdi, the native will experience changes. But since the 12 level, sub-level planet are favorable, those planets which are having these planets influence strongly without the Jupiter's role, they will not give the changes, right? So that way, no, these absence of the Jupiter's role in the primary level, Mars and Rahu did not give change. Only Jupiter, when it is acting as the antra for the moon, that Jupiter is the one which is influencing the Bugdi Lord at the star level, and for the Dasa Lord at the sub level, and all levels through the ruler link, Jupiter is supported for the loss of job unexpectedly. And after that, in Saturn, he got the job, but that is also not stable because star level itself is Jupiter. And in Mercury, again, he got the change of job. That are also not stable. He was not happy with that because that sublord is Jupiter. Why this is happening? Venus Dasa and Moon Bugdi, this grouping is not good. After that, the Venus Dasa, Moon Bugdi, that Mars is comparatively be better, though it is also having weakness, but role of Jupiter not at the primary level, and Venus also not playing role at the primary levels, right? So Jupiter role is not is important in the rulers for the Venus Dasa, right? To give the unfavorable. That way it is not there. So till that Venus Dasa, is over, then definitely there will be instability in job prospects when compared to the Ketu Dasa, right? So that is the one we have to keep it in mind. How come one Bugdi, a Venus Bugdi, under Ketu Dasa, it was giving change under its own antra. Under Venus Bugdi, only in Jupiter antra only, it has given the change, right? But when Venus itself is acting as the Dasa Lord, it has come to the power, it's all its unfavorable planets are capable to give trouble to other planets when they are acting as the primary level. So that's what happened for the moon, right? I think you're able to understand such logical approach and finding the self-signification strength of each planet and the solar arts influencing unfavorable or favorable key planets, that is most important. And if their role in the sub-periods, that will be giving strong indication how far these planets as the sun Bugdi, how they are supportive for change or betterment. So I think you're able to understand. So by good practice and understanding on the key planets will be more useful in further understanding this PILT theory. Okay, we will meet in the next video. Good luck.